We're going to sit on a chair for the first part of the class, and then we'll stand up and use the chair for a little bit of balance. We do some leg exercises. But first we'll work on our shoulders and our arms and upper back. So when you sit on your chair, wriggle forward so your feet are flat down on the floor. You sit up nice and tall. That's the way. And then we're just going to have our palms up like this, elbows in beside your body. Okay, let your shoulders drop down. That's the way. And then we're just going to reach your arms forward and then bring the elbows back. That's it. So this is a nice way to sort of open the chest up to get started. When my elbows come in by my ribs, I get this broadening feeling here. That's the way. You know, these arm exercises, if you did have very light hand weights, you could use hand weights for this. But I find even doing these exercises without weights, I can still activate my muscles and still feel my arms working, get a good workout. And I think it's good to always, before you go ahead and pick up weights, just to get the movements, you know, sort out the movements first. And then once you've got the coordination and the movements, then you can add extra weight. So it's perfectly, you still get a great workout without using weights. So we'll go forward and hold it. And then we'll just do a circle and bring them back. So go forward and then circle around. That's it. See if you can keep your palm up like you had a glass of water. You're holding it from the base of the glass on each palm. That's it. We'll do about 2 more. That's the way, and then go forward. Then from here, we're just going to go out to the side, and we go bend, straighten, out in front. Bend, straighten, out to the side. What I'm thinking of here is keeping the upper arm up, so rather than let it drop down. So if you can, if your shoulders are okay with keeping your arm up high, keep it up. That's it. Way. And if your shoulders start to ache or get too tired, or you find them crunching up to your ears, you can just bring your elbows down and do it with the elbows down a little bit more. That works too. That's it. One more to the front, and then out to the side, and then hold it here. So now we're going to go goalpost shape. So palms are forward this time, and then I'm just going to bring them the arms in. Yeah, so palms are looking at you. So we go open and in. That's the way. So it just feels like open the doors, close the doors. So when I open, my shoulder blades come a little together at the back. Drop your shoulders. And then here you feel a broadening at the back. So you should feel a little tired, a little bit fatigued in the arms and the shoulders because you're holding your arms up. That's good. And then we'll go forward and we just hold it right here. And we're just going to do a little up and down. So we'll do about 10 little pulses. That's good. I think that's got to be 10, and then bring the arms back here, back to where we started with the palms up. Then I'm going to keep my elbows in close by my body this time and just open the forearms out to the side and back. So I think of spiraling the upper arm out. See if you can keep your elbows tucked in, so the elbow sort of stays in the same place. Your forearm is level with the floor. So I always look at my shape, check it's where I think it is. And then once I've got the movement, then you can put your eyes back up and align your back again. And then we open, just hold it there. Okay, from here we go forward, elbows in. forward, elbows in. So you're feeling a nice stretch on your shoulders, the front of the shoulder. And then just bring the arms back and down. Good. One arm's going to go up, and you will see if you can get your arm as close to your ear as you can. If you can't get to here, just go a little bit in front, okay? And then what we're going to do is lift up like you were reaching higher on that side. So this whole side body is going to get a nice stretch, and then we just take it a little over to the side. Sometimes when I go over to the side, it's easy to sort of look down and let your whole body round this way, but I want you to come back to that side shape and then come back up and down. Same on the other side. So see how your arm, get it as close to your head as you can. Go up, just ever so slightly over. That's it. Feel that big stretch under your arm, side body. That's good. And down. Same again each side. So this shoulder sinks down. That's it. Keep even. So even though I'm leaning a little bit to that side, I'm staying square on the chair. So I'm not letting my body tip over to that hip. And here, over you go. So there's this nice opposition of sort of anchoring down through that hip, opening up these ribs. That's it, and back and down. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to take one hand, cross it over your body, and take a little rotation. And you'll see in the box above an option. If you have osteoporosis, you want to do the option up here. And the other way. So whenever you rotate, I want you to get really tall. And sometimes I get to a certain point. See, my knees are staying square. Take a breath in, and I stay there and just breathe out. And you'll just allow your body to soften, and maybe you'll get a little bit more range. No need to overforce anything. And we'll go one more each way. So here, if you've got, you can hold onto your chair, back of the chair, wherever feels good. Your knees are even. Nice breath in and exhale. Just sink into that a little bit. And the other way. And then come back. Then we're going to stand up. And what we'll do is we'll just move the chair around so you can hold onto the back of the chair for balance. So we'll just hold it here. Okay, so hip distance apart with your feet, fingers on the top of your chair. Align your body, so get that nice tall feeling that we talked about in the first class where we lifted the ribs up out of the waist and just drew in the tummy a little bit. I'm going to just feel the sole of my foot down. Lift up all your toes, spread them out, put them back down. Notice your footprint down on the ground, and then lift up onto the ball of your foot, back and down with the heels. So we lift and lower. Lift, lower. So you want to fold at the joint of the toes, nice and steady. This is good for your calf muscles, which is important for our knees. So we want to do about 20 like this right now. Just watching your ankles aren't doing anything funny when you lift up. So they're not rolling in or out. Good. Then the next thing to do is we're going to lift up one knee towards the chair, and then we're just going to step it back, just one nice easy little step, take a little bend and then bring the knee back up. So you step and bend, back and up. This is another good one to check your knees are pointing straight ahead. And of course, if you want to make it a little harder, go down. Maybe that back knee could even touch the ground. But you can always just adjust it to suit yourself today. It always depends on the day. Some days I feel more energetic than others, and I just adjust what I do to how I feel on that day. And then pop the leg back, little bend, and just hold there. Okay, just do a little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and back and down. We'll do the same on the other side. Up nice and tall. And we go knee up, take a step. So just find an easy step back, not too far. A little bend. Just do a little one to start with to make sure you've got your knees going straight ahead. You found your balance. And then once you've got it going, you can take it lower if that feels okay. But you don't have to. You don't have to go lower. And on the next one, we'll hold it. So step back, little bend. Okay, nice and steady. Here we go, little bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and back and down. Then we just go side on. Feel that warmth in your legs? Right, we're going to do some leg movements to the side, so standing on one leg. So what we'll do is we'll just point one toe out to the side, so all our weight's on this leg. The thing is, we want to pull that hip in and up, so we're not sinking into it. It's up and strong, but the knee can be soft, okay? And then I'm just going to go tap down, up. Now the trick is, I'm not trying to go super high with my leg. This leg's the one that's going to do the work, just holding myself up nice and steady. I mean, this one does work too, here on the outer hip, but if you go too high, we can sometimes end up twisting our body. So that's why just think of just floating the foot off the ground a little and back down. That's it. See, I locked my knee, I had to unlock it. Usually when I give you cues, it's only because I notice what I'm doing in my own body, and I remind you as I'm reminding myself. That's enough. Good. And then just come back. We'll do the other side. So you can just sweep your chair around to the other side. I'll just do it here so I don't have to move the chair. But if you want to move the chair around or turn away from me, it's okay. Okay, so here we are. We're just going to lift up out of that leg. All the weight's here. We're just going to do a little up and down. That's it. So you want to go till you're feeling a little tired. Do a couple more, and then if you can't keep going to do as many as me, that's okay. Just do as many as you can. Take a little breather. I feel it too. Feel the hips working, glutes. That's it. 2 more. 1, 2, and back. Oh. Should we stretch that? Do a little stretch. So face your chair again. Just walk your legs back. Put your hands here on the chair and send the hips back. So have a look first and then make the shape. So you can see that I'm sort of really sticking my bottom out. So bend your knees as much as you need to have a flat back. And then you can just sort of swoosh the hips a little side to side ever so gently. And then just walk yourself back and up. So then we'll stand on one leg again. We're going to just put one toe forward, lift up out of the leg we're standing on and lift up the leg in front. We're going to take the knee out to the side and then circle the knee and the thigh around. So the thing is just to keep your body nice and still, just move through your hip joint, nice and steady. Good. Round the other way. That's it. And down. Let's see how the other side feels. So take your time, big toe in front, stand on the strong leg you're standing on, then we just lift up. So we go out to the side and around. Sometimes I start smaller just to get steady and then increase the range as you feel steady. Okay? And then go round the other way. That's it. And back and down. Turn and face your chair, and I want you to step one foot back, just a tiny step, and have both feet flat down on the ground. And then you're going to bend the front knee, but keep the back heel down this time. And I sort of glide my hips forward towards the chair, aim the tailbone down towards the floor. So I feel a good stretch at the front of the hip, and it's nice on the calf muscle at the back. And this ankle mobility is so important for our balance, so it's a good one to do. I do this one at the kitchen all the time. Kitchen bench, you just hold on and do this every so often. It's really nice here. And step together, take the other foot back, just a small step. Both feet are flat, they're both toes pointing straight ahead. You bend the front knee. Okay, so I'm aiming, gliding the tailbone down, the hips forward a little bit. Make sure I'm square. Sometimes if we're tight, our body will twist to compensate. And it's just nice to be aware of that. So, I sort of opened out to that side, but then I had to correct and put my hip bones to point to the chair more. So just pay attention to what goes on in your body. Good, and then step together. Then we're just going to sit on our chair again to finish off. So move your chair and take a seat. Sit forward again. And we're just going to cross our legs. So ankle over the knee here and sit up nice and tall. Sit evenly as best you can. And if you're just sitting up really nice and straight and you're feeling that stretch, that might be where you stay. Otherwise, you can tip a little bit forward. Just keep your back flat. Take a little hinge forward. That's it. And then we'll see how we go on the other side. So ankle over the knee. Sort of align myself so that shin bone's straight up and down. I never kind of force anything. I don't push my knee down. I just put my hand there. So it's just a gentle feeling of helping or guiding that knee to be open. I get myself square. This foot's flexed. And you can just stay there and take a couple of deep breaths. Or if you want, you can hinge a little forward. And tip back, both feet on the ground. We're going to finish with a stand up, no hands. So we're going to reach your hands forward as you hinge forward. So from here, you're going to feel your feet down on the ground, shift your weight into your legs, and then just stand up. And then you send the hips back, find the chair, put your hands down. We'll do a couple more, and I'm going to move to the side so you can see how it looks on my back. So I'm right forward. My hands are here in front. I'm going to tip forward. If my feet are too far out, it's too tricky. So I'm holding here, unweight myself, push to stand up. Hips go back, arms go forward. Find the chair, sit down. Again, here, tip, stand, send the hips back. Here, one more. If you need to put your hands on your knees, that's a good option. And up. And that's you all done. So nice work. I'll see you tomorrow.